Hi everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of the monthly economic update. It's been a while, but we'll be hoping to cover some of the key developments that's happened during the month of May and some of the previous months as well. Of course, right now with what's going on, Sri Lanka has stated that it will take a postponement of its external debt, thereby causing what we call a preemptive debt default and a restructuring process. And with that process, we've seen a slew of changes. We've seen a new governor coming in April. We've seen the approach to the IMF as well to seek a reform facility as well. And we've also seen the appointment of a legal and financial advisor to assist with the debt restructuring process, because Sri Lanka will have to negotiate with our bondholders, the holders of our international sovereign bonds, as well as bilateral debtors as well, creditors as well, who we have borrowed over the years as well. So in this backdrop, we've really seen a lot of pressure on the rupee in the last few months. However, the last few weeks, in particular in May, there's been some level of stability with the currency being each day having a reference point by the central bank as well, and a shift to also curtail imports as well. We've also seen in the lead up to a potential IMF program, we've also seen certain tax changes taking place as well. VAT and the telecommunication levy have gone up, and the announcement of further increases in corporate taxation, personal income taxation, and also customs duty increases as well being announced. The initial ones there'll be time till about October, but the customs duty, for example, increase has been announced quite immediately, which will increase not the overall price of a good, but the percentage that the customs duty assigns for each item as well. So in this backdrop, we've also seen inflation really taking a significant increase compared to even 12 months ago, even 6 months ago. We are above 30%, close to 39% by the end of May as well. So given global inflation as well as a lot of the local food prices and the depreciation taking place, we've seen inflation at a very high level, and that's something that need to be monitored with some of these tax changes taking place, and also with some of the stability hopefully around the rupee as well. What this has meant from a growth perspective is not so great, because even though a lot of the forecasters initially this year were expecting a 2 to 3% growth for Sri Lanka in 2020, I think the expectation could be close to zero, or even a significant contraction, given how things play out in the second half of 2020 as well. And it could be a very steep contraction as the economy looks to stabilize as well. While shifting gears to on the global side, I think we're seeing global growth also being revised down. A lot of concerns of recession and slowdown in trade as well. And even though this has been taking place, we've not really seen some of the commodity prices still coming down. That's simply because demand is still quite resilient, while supply has been quite limited, in particular for a lot of the food supplies as well. So I think that's a dynamic that will have an impact on our local situation as we try to emerge out of our crisis as well. So stay tuned for the monthly economic update on Economy.lk as we look to explain some of these key issues as we go along. Thank you.